Well, hello everyone. Welcome again to an Unmatched Style chat session. I've got my friend Jonathan LeBlanc here, and
Hey,
we always catch up with you every once in a while, and you've given us the scoop on the Yahoo Developer Network. But tell the fine people what you're doing now.
so about a month ago, I migrated out of the Yahoo Developer Network and Yahoo and joined x.commerce or x.com is the domain name. It's the developer network presence for eBay, Magento, and PayPal, as well as many other eBay-owned properties. So I've switched just to another developer network into the developer evangelism program here. So pretty much doing what I was doing at Yahoo, but for eBay now.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a big migration.
yeah, it's a lot of work. So what kind of stuff? What are you mainly focusing on? You can't just do all three at one time. I imagine. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Right. So my main focus is around the new, so x.commerce, the new entity that's coming out of eBay. And we have a series of products that are trying to redefine what e-commerce is supposed to be and what marketplaces are. So we're working on a series of tools that will be launched at our upcoming conference, our Innovate conference, and those are going to be around really just changing how marketplaces work, how identity works in the commerce world, how you can leverage off of information from PayPal systems using marketplaces and the extensive tools of eBay. So my main focus is around partner integrations on evangelism like I was doing before, and off of building some core tools off of our platforms to showcase the power behind them.
Okay, that's a lot. You always overwhelm me with everything. Well, speaking of identity, I mean, I've got your book here, and I'm going to link this up for everybody. It's kind of tiny down there in the corner. But it's your book, Programming Social Applications, and this is through O'Reilly Press.
Yep.
And I know you worked on this a long time, but what is this book about?
So primarily what it is, besides just programming social applications, it's really diving into the meats behind what an application is from the ground up, as well as a social container. So containers like Facebook or Yahoo's application platform, or iGoogle, or really anything that's running off of running applications on top of it. My main focus is around just teaching all the intricacies of those applications and what you should be looking out for, how to build viral applications, and then diving into the open source technologies that showcase how to do this. So Open Social, OAuth, OpenID, so authentication authorization systems, identity, security systems for the front end, as well as a lot of emerging technologies in the space, like activity streams or Facebook's Open Graph protocol. So we're just exploring a lot of those in the book and giving you a taste of what's out there and all of the great open source technology that's available.
Wow, I mean that's pretty cool. I'd not seen anything like that covered in a book, or I mean it's always like really disparate blog posts about something really specific. So how much? I mean, I know it was a lot of work to write a book, but I mean, how did you sort of pull all that together? I mean, is that just mostly from your experience, or did you all right, this year I'm going to build a bunch of stuff and
So it was kind of funny. When I started out doing it, I had probably had maybe about 5 years doing integrations and building applications on top of these social systems. And I had worked with partners, worked through a lot of these technologies. So I figured, okay, I could definitely write a book on this topic. I know these technologies inside and out. What I quickly realized when I began writing was I probably had about 30 to 40% of the knowledge in the book, and a lot of it was just around research. I had to research technologies. I had to look at the intricacies of everything that you can do with these open source initiatives and how they can be combined together. And it was just a lot of work to get that rolling. So primarily when I was writing, I would do around 3 pages a day.
wow.
And the problem was when I was doing that over day to day, I really wasn't fond of vacation time or any days off, because that just meant I had to work extra hard the days before.
Yeah, because this book is like 550 pages or something.
Yeah, they actually removed a lot of content from it. There's so if you buy the book on O'Reilly's site, you can get chapter 12, which is the OpenID OAuth hybrid chapter.
Right.
It's around 50 some odd pages. Then the appendices are around 30 pages. So if you tack on about 80, 85 pages on there, then that's the whole book.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, that's great. So you mentioned your conference, the
Mhm.
X.commerce conference. So tell me about that.
Okay, so every year, x.commerce, or well, the entity that is in it now, x.commerce, it used to be PayPal, X Innovate,
Right,
and
right, right.
but this year is the year that we're launching x.commerce as an official brand underneath eBay. It's going to be that developer network presence. So this Innovate conference is going to be huge in Moscone West, downtown San Francisco, on October 12th and 13th. Then we have a dev day on the 14th for participants as well.
Cool.
And it's going to tie in some of the greatest minds in commerce, just to do presentations on content and companies that are building on these commerce platforms, and with building new tools in the space. They will be there, so you can chat with them. And just to touch on the last Converge conference, we have Christian Heilman out there as well, so he'll be there presenting on some new HTML5 goodness.
Awesome.
Yep. So there's definitely a lot of good stuff going on the conference over the 2-day period. We still have room at for the conference if anyone wants to sign up. It's innovate-conference.com where you can sign up.
Awesome. And you're also you said you were planning a web conference.
Oh yes, so there's a couple of things around the book that's going on to promote the book. First, at the Innovate conference at I believe it's 5:30 p.m. at the O'Reilly booth, I'll be doing a book signing with another O'Reilly author. We're going to be giving away 100 copies of the book and signing all of those for the first 100 participants. And so if you drop by the booth around there, you'll see me, and we can have a chat and give out some books.
That's awesome.
It'll be good. And then also around the book release, I'll be giving a O'Reilly webcast. I think it's O'Reilly.com/webcasts.
Okay.
On October 4th at 1 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be talking on the top 5 tips for building social apps or building social web apps and sites. So it's going to basically distill down a lot of the content from the book and really the key takeaways into this presentation.
Great. So how much does that cost?
The webcast is free.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. I glad to do it, and I'll try to push out as much content as I possibly can. We have some new content that's come out since the book around open social. So the new open social initiatives have come out, and by far, since the book is all around open source initiatives, it's not going to stop there. If you follow my GitHub account, which is linked all throughout the book on all the code samples, you'll see me add in new code samples around Open Social 2, around the new OAuth initiatives, OpenID Connect. So
Awesome.
it's going to keep going.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this stuff is really new. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's going to get more and more awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll check in with you again in a few months whenever you've really gotten sort of dug into x.commerce and you can tell us some secrets.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right. Thanks again, Gene.
Thank you.